It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, this past week, I went back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. They got to have some time with the one and only Dwight Manfredi, aka the General. Yeah, I got to pick his mind to see what's going down in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm gonna get into that. First couple things. I want to give a big shout out to South Africa. Got some plays over in South Africa this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo. And South Africa, I heard about your magnificent sardine run, right? Running with sardines, fish, going, flowing, traveling in the ocean. Heard it's a beautiful sight. So one of these days, I'm gonna fly down there and check this sardine run out. Go see some food, experience culture. So thanks for listening, gracias, gratitude. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by the song called Spooky Time. Now, right now in the United States of America, it is Halloween time. Pumpkins, costumes, scary music, ghosts, goblins, candy. Right, so if you want to celebrate the festivities, the song Spooky Time just dropped, featuring the one and only The Girl Ghost and Skeleton J, talking about Halloween over crazy scary beats. So hear this track, I'll put the link below. Now, let's go to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this latest episode of Tulsa King is absolute crazy. The pressure is getting very, very tense on our man, Dwight Manfredi, the General. Yeah, it's tense. I can feel it through the screen. There's a lot of pressure from all areas, all spaces, all places coming right at Dwight. And you can even see Dwight seems slightly, not a lot, but slightly, a little feeling it. Just slightly. You can just slightly, that's what a little bit. A lesser man would have caved already. Dwight Manfredi seems to be able to navigate it. Okay. A lot of other people would not, me included. So it just shows that, Manfredi's been in Oklahoma and he was dealing with a weed game and other things. But once he entered that liquor whiskey space, got a little more difficult. Now, I don't know anything about this industry, but I'll say based on my limited knowledge, obviously in America at least, whiskey is everywhere where marijuana is not. It's at least legally. Now, we all know you get this stuff illegally on the streets. I don't do all that, but I know it can be done. But generally, we talk about mainstream and corporate America at stores. Whiskey's everywhere. Liquor's everywhere. Weed is just not. So based on that, I would just say that probably the business of it is very, very, cutthroat and a lot of competition. Probably. And in the episode, he says, we're going to go nationwide. These are big, big dreams. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, it would be super dope to just go from a small business to a large nationwide liquor business. Dope. Any business doing it. It doesn't matter shoes or liquor or food. It's just a big deal to go nationwide. Now, I know of companies that are regional, statewide in my state, but they've not went the big route yet in major. But going from city to state to national to global, phenomenal work. And very hard to do in this competitive space. But it can be done. And if anybody could go national, it would be Dwight Manfredi. He is made and built for this business. Right, he just says he's a phenomenal guy. So anyways, we get to see this. And we did see some elements from his past connection with the families over in New York. So to bubble up, a little bit of tension there. And he even said he was slightly nervous. Right, because and there's certain people that are kind of built a certain way. And if you go ahead and, go head to head or have some conflict, what they can bring to the table. And, Manfredi knows what this dude can bring to the table. So he's a little cautious, right? So if you're like Dwight Manfredi, you go ahead and study everything. You study your adversary, you study everything. And you know what people are capable of. And he just knows this guy's been in the game for a while and there's a reason for that. So anyways, yes, this is going down in Tulsa King. Now, I do want to say this. Watching this episode, it made me realize that how a good team can go ahead and conquer many, many obstacles and make a lot of progress and do big things. Now, in this particular series, Dwight Manfredi has gathered a team, which at first seems a little like they can't do much. but they do operate well, that they've been able to make a lot of progress in the space they're in. They came together, they worked together, and they've accomplished so much. Right, with a well-oiled machine, a good team, a lot can be conquered and achieved. Now, one wonderful thing too, you may be battling what seems like a Goliath, but with a really good team, you can really navigate that space well, and you can even take a Goliath out. If you look at history, there's tons of situations in war, in business, where the little guy just won, or the little team just won. Now, Man Freddy does appear to have that team. He has that team that could win the championship, for lack of a better term. Right? He has it. He is basically Kobe. He is basically Jordan. He is basically Tom Brady. He has a team. He's a leader, and they can conquer it. Now, they're going through a lot of pressure right now in Tulsa. I think it's happy. A lot of pressure, but that's where champions thrive. That's where Brady thrives. That's where Jordan thrives. That's where Kobe thrives. These guys thrive there. Man Freddy's the same. The general will thrive there. He looks for pressure, but he's going to thrive there because the other guys will bend and fall. When the pressure gets tough, they all fall. They all quit. He will not. He even said it in the episode. He said it, but he said he will not quit. And that's how you win. Most people just give up and quit. Let's be real. You ever started something and quit? Yeah, you probably have. I have as well. There's many things I started and quit because it just got too difficult. You probably did too. Man Freddy's not one of those guys. There are human beings on planet Earth walking here that will not quit. David Goggins is another one of those guys. There's tons of guys out there like this that just will not quit, will not stop. These guys win because they just won't stop. So, and no matter how much pressure, they just will not quit. I strive to be that way, but it is a very difficult path to walk. Some of the most successful people you see on the screen are guys that just won't quit. They walk through an immense amount of pressure and they just won't give up. I mean, you want that big crown, you want that big position, you want all the glory, then you have to do a lot of work and walk through a lot of adversity. And, you have to really sit down and weigh, is it worth it? Now, I talked about a couple episodes ago where Tyson's father chose just to go like the plumber family life because the life that Man Freddy's living is difficult. And is it worth the treasures and everything you get from it versus the pressure? Now, there was a situation in my life. This is not any kind of legal gangster stuff, but it is a path that I would have took would have had more adversity, more gains, but the pressure would be immense. And I just kind of chose not to go ahead and walk that path, even though I probably could. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could, but I just know what comes with it. I don't know if I was ready to walk that. Now, I'm older, going on 50, and 50 at this age, it's not really something I think I should walk. I really want to walk. I should have did it earlier, and I did not. And I think at this age, I need to kind of coast or just, kind of glide into old age, right? Taking on all that pressure, stress. Oh, no, maybe I'll change my, we'll see how it goes. But Man Freddy don't care. That's his life. It's all he's known. And he's ready to handle the business. So this episode, the team, the crew of the general, kind of in the low spot. But when there's lows, there's highs. I like to say life is like a roller coaster. Up, down, up, down. They're the low point, but they will be back because Man Freddy will not quit. Now, I'll say this, the last two episodes, things looked really bad. They look bad. Now, the next episode is called The Art of War. I suspect some magnificent things happening here. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, Tulsa King is absolutely magnificent. I love the show. I highly recommend you check it out. Really good, entertaining, slice alongs in it. It's cool. Who does like gangster stuff? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you should watch this show. And I'm done here. And until next time, we'll see you. Forget, regret, or life is yours to miss. Jonathan Larson. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.